Hey Daniela, how's it going?
Hey, Kimberly, I'm doing well, and you?
I miss you, my friend. It's been a while.
I know. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. You were the last Gen X standing. I had my hopes up high, but you know what? You did an amazing job. You did a wonderful job.
Oh, thank you so much. It was just so strange being there without you. And it's like you went home, and then, of course, I go home next. The irony or not irony of it, right? The two shorties, Gen
I
X, we
know. I
lasted, and then
know.
back to back.
It was like, wait a second. I go home and I said, nope, nope, it's not gonna be Kimberly. It's not gonna be Kimberly. But you know what? I don't think I would have been able to handle the wall.
Oh, I know. Watching that was hard. That was I was tired. I don't know about you. I mean, I loved it. And would I love to stay longer? 100%. But, I think people don't realize that all these like challenges and things, they are on the spot and you have to think of everything in your brain. I mean, it's not like you can call a friend or, take out your cell phone or pull out your cookbook, right? So tell me, you went home on your mole. Tell me, I was in the balcony, I got to see it, but what was the inspiration for that dish?
So I've been making mole for since I was 18. I think I learned how to make my first mole.
Wow.
And mole is one of those, mole means sauce in Spanish.
Right. Okay.
So there are, I believe, 15 recognized moles, like nationally recognized, but there are over 200 varieties of it. I mean, if not more. It's like saying, what's the official chili recipe? But
True.
I think at the end of the day, like I said, in my exit speech, I it was ambitious. And had I known that Mola sends people home often, I would not have gone there. But I blanked. When I heard coffee, I was like, okay, dessert. And then
Right?
they wouldn't let me make a dessert. And I'm like, oh
You
man,
actually asked if you could do a dessert?
I did.
And that was the punishment to give someone, man, you should have been like, Kimberly, pick me.
Pick
Because
me.
I totally would have.
I
Gordon
was
would probably
sending the
be like, this is a
vibes.
competition. You can't pick your friend and give her what she wants, but I would
No,
have.
and the crazy thing is, I thought right away, I saw coffee and I said, okay, that's it. I'm making tiramisu. I
Oh,
can make tiramisu. I know how to make it. It'll set. It'll be great. And I can't believe that nobody made a tiramisu.
yeah. Oh, that's my favorite. I would have not been able to do that, but that would have been amazing. But
Now
I
tell me about the pepper challenge because I was like salivating. Oh man, that would have been a challenge I would have loved to have
You
done.
know, well, you saw Horatio trying to blow out that fire on his box. We walk in there and our boxes are on fire. And thank goodness they didn't show me because I truly think I was the last one to blow out the box because I couldn't get the darn thing to blow out. And then I lift it and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I knew like 99% of the name of every one of those peppers. And I was really excited, but I was like, all I kept thinking, Daniela, honestly, was hot pepper jam, stuffed jalapenos. Like these aren't things that you could make for Gordon Ramsay and call it a gourmet dish. So it really was the first time running into the pantry that I had no idea what I was gonna make. It was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
oh no, I'm in trouble. I knew it the first 5 minutes of the cook, and I didn't pivot. I didn't know what to do. You know,
Well, you know what? I think that a lot of people don't realize, and we didn't even realize it. It's really easy. I used to be one of those MasterChef armchair quarterbacks. Oh my
right?
gosh, you can make this, you can make this, but I will
True.
never, ever do that again.
No.
It's so hard because you have 45 minutes not only to come up with the dish, go and shop in the pantry, carry those ingredients back, execute it, and elevate it. But it's like you're in a stressful environment where
Right.
you blank. How many times did I go into the pantry and go, dear God, what am I going to make?
Right? And then, to have Sean Evans there. I mean, he was adorable in that smile and he's just walking around and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm like had a huge crush on him." And that was made it even more stressful for me, and then
So
Gordon's like,
cool, though.
oh, it was so cool. I mean, there's so many things that I look forward to like talking to you and sharing like some of your favorite memories. There's a lot of things that aren't aired on the show about people and about kindness and some funny stories that I would love to just kind of hop in and meet, once in a while with you and share these stories because I'm sure other people are curious about what's behind the scenes.
Oh, and I'm curious as well because we're not always all together all the
True,
time.
true. True. I mean, and when we are all together in the kitchen, I'm not watching what you're doing. I'm
Nope.
watching, I'm surviving. I'm that duck paddling like frantically underwater. So, to see your perspective on a challenge versus what I saw and what I did would be really interesting, also.
Oh my gosh. And isn't it interesting that we were all doing the same thing? Let's say, let's go back to when there was 20 of us
Yes,
and how we all had to do the same thing, yet everyone, like you just said perfectly, everyone has a different perspective. We all
definitely.
see it differently. The
Right.
experience is different. And I would be so interested to know what was each person's experience during each challenge
Oh my gosh.
up
Yes.
until our point of leaving and even after.
Totally. Talking about after, I love that Gordon kind of referenced. Well, whenever I think of you, I think of dragonflies because I know we both have a love of dragonflies, but you have a serious love of dragonflies. And how is culinary school going? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh my goodness. So go to culinary school, they said. It'll be fun, they said. So I thought I was going into, and I could cook recipes. I can follow a recipe. I can learn how to bake. I can learn how to plate, but there's so much more to it. The math, the cost control, all of the things that I didn't even think about are the ones that I'm doing right now. And I have to tell you, but this brain does not do math very well.
Ugh, I'm
So
there with you.
that's the part I'm struggling with. But, all in all, I'm absolutely loving it. Um, Being a student at 53 after being a teacher for 25 years is kind of an adjustment. So it's pretty crazy. How about you in your garden?
You
Tell
know
me
what?
what's going on.
I need to say something. Like a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
people might not know that, you were a teacher. We have this in common too. Another reason why we're friends is you're a Spanish teacher and also EL, is that right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. An
Yeah.
ESL
So
teacher and a Spanish teacher. I taught adults, I taught children,
we have that in
and
common. They promoted me as an English teacher, which I teach at the college and high school, but I've also taught French for many years. So we have that love of language. We have so much in
Mhm.
common. It's crazy.
And you lived in France for a little bit and visited France, and I lived in
Right?
Switzerland, and we need to talk about,
Okay,
European recipes.
I know you have to get back to homework, but there's one question that every single person, besides wanting to know if Gordon's really mean in person, everyone says to me, "Okay, tell me the truth. Are you and Daniela really friends?"
No, of course not.
No, no,
No,
this is all just for
we
fun.
just
I'm like,
yes, we are friends. Yes, we talk multiple times, sometimes a day. Yes,
I
we
know.
share recipes. Kimberly has helped me keep that garden alive out there. It's barely surviving on its last leg.
I mean, going through MasterChef, it is quite an intense experience and nothing that anyone would ever really understand and not being rude about it. But having you to talk to and call, whether it's crying or laughing or, oh, please help me through this, it's been wonderful to have you to do that. And I'm just really excited that our friendship's going to just keep blossoming and it's going to be fun to keep in touch and learn about your culinary adventures, talk a little about gardening, share some MasterChef stories. I think it's going to be great.
Well, and I think that there's a reason why we were both there at the same time. It's
Right?
like I would have been friends with her in high school, which is why it was so funny when we started the whole, do you remember those letters, the way
Right?
they were folded up back in the late 80s and
Right?
the whole BFF. Oh yeah, BFF, best friends forever.
Uh,
It's if we had been together in school, I think we would have gotten into trouble.
we
We would
probably
have
still will get into trouble, Daniela, but we'll try to rein it in, right?
well, hopefully not too much trouble, but I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to just learning more about what you do in the garden and seeing. I mean, like the other day when you said plant the arugula seeds, I'm like,
Yes,
wait a second, genius. I love arugula. I spend so much money on arugula. If I can
easy to grow,
plant that,
easy,
it was
easy.
so easy. And your tips are always so easy
Oh,
and you make it so doable.
thank
And we
you.
both love gardening, we both love
Yes,
cooking, and we both love traveling. So
I
hopefully maybe
know.
soon we can
Oh, that'd be
travel and
great. Plan a trip together. That would be awesome.
a foodie
Well,
tour.
I know you gotta do homework and I gotta go back to teaching. I'm on a little break right now, but
Yes,
I just want
ma'am.
to say I missed you in the MasterChef kitchen, but I only lasted one episode without you. So now we can just continue to chat outside of MasterChef and keep in touch and share what we love together with everybody else.
Always, always. And I love you so much. And
Okay.
I look forward to being in the kitchen with you again.
Yes, you too. All right. I'll chat with you again soon. Love you, Daniela.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.